repeat.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most entertaining cases of clean-cut men falling for total troublemakers in movies.
Have you ever been with a girl, Forrest?
I sit next to them in my home economics class all the time.
Number 20, Aaron Samuels and Regina George, Mean Girls.
Oh, no. Didn't anybody tell you? You're supposed to wear a costume.
Shut up. She's the queen of the plastics. He's a hot jock. She has a superiority complex. He has emotional intelligence. Academics aren't exactly at the top of Regina's list of priorities, and while Aaron may not be the sharpest tool in the shed either, he isn't an airhead. In Mean Girls, they are introduced as exes, so we don't know how these two started dating, though we have to assume it was because he was popular.
Your face smells like peppermint.
When Katie expresses her interest in Aaron, Regina wants him back, and they resume their relationship.
What are you doing? You broke up with me.
That's crazy. Why would I break up with you? You're so hot.
In an alternate universe where he isn't in love with Katie, he could have totally fixed Miss Queen Bee. The chemistry was always there. Number 19, Stanley Ipkiss and Tina Carlisle, The Mask. He's a miserable bank teller who lets people walk all over him. She's a seductress with a gangster for a boyfriend. After she shows up at his workplace one day, he wants to pursue her, but the odds are never in his favor.
What do you see, Mr. Ipkiss?
I don't know.
With his ordinary job and severe self-esteem issues, Stanley lives an unfulfilled and insecure life until he dons the mask of Loki.
It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
But it is his goodness that Tina falls in love with. She accepts him as he is and constantly chooses the real him, though the mask is quite fun too.
But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?
Tina may be a bad girl by association, but she knows a good man when she sees one.
Thanks.
For what?
Lots of things.
Number 18, He Ji-woo and the Woman in the Blonde Wig, Chungking Express.
あのさ、パイナップル好き? Do you like pineapple?
It's been decades since this film came out, and we're still not over the potential this pair had. He Ji-woo is a lovesick police officer who can't accept the end of his relationship with his girlfriend May. When he crosses paths with a mysterious woman in a blonde wig, the two share a strange but instant connection.
因为那时候我根本就不了解他，所以我想多多了解你啊。
你是不会了解我的。
He's warm and eager, while she is cold and dismissive, but engages with him nonetheless. The two then spend a night in each other's company. Nothing happens, but every moment is meaningful.
我没有想到，他说了休息，就真的是休息。
At this point, viewers know that she has ties to the underworld and is involved with all sorts of shady business. So she was never gonna stay, but the chemistry they share is undeniable. Number 17, Fester Adams and Debbie Jelinski, Adams Family Values. It would be an understatement to call the woman in this equation bad.
I worship you. I'd do anything for you. I'd pay.
This.
Debbie Jelinski was a serial killer whose earliest victims included her own parents. In Adam's Family Values, she poses as a nanny and has a whirlwind romance with Uncle Fester. She then marries him, all while plotting his murder so she can steal his inheritance.
Would you do anything for me?
Anything.
Would you die for me?
Yes.
Promise.
Fester falls deeper and deeper in love, while Debbie tries and fails repeatedly to take his life. In the end, Debbie's plan to electrocute the Adamses backfires and she ends up 6 feet under. Even after everything the lady put him through, Fester mourns her death.
Uncle Fester, do you miss Debbie?
Well, sometimes. Late at night.
Number 16, Paul Varjak and Holly Golightly, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I never could do that.
It's easy.
This love story is as messy as it gets, but it's still timeless. Holly Golightly is a socialite with way too many problematic men in her life. One of them says he's her husband. One is a Brazilian politician who dumps her. One is filthy rich but marries another. And one is an incarcerated criminal. The healthiest relationship she has is with her neighbor Paul. He's a writer making ends meet with the help of an older lady, Emily. Paul and Holly share a genuine companionship, but she's determined to marry rich.
Holly, I love you.
When Mr. Ryder confesses his feelings to her, she's quick to turn him down, but ultimately decides to stop running from love. All's well that ends well, right? Number 15. Forrest Gump and Jenny Curran. Forrest Gump. Not all bad girls are bad by choice.
I'd make a good husband, Jenny.
You would, Forrest.
But you won't marry me.
You don't want to marry me.
Life was hard on Jenny Curran, and her circumstances led her down a reckless path. Forrest falls in love with her at a young age, but can never get her to stay.
They was trying to grab you.
A lot of people try to grab me. Just, you can't keep doing this all the time.
I can't help it. I love you.
She keeps disappearing from his life, and it breaks his heart, but his feelings never change. Even when she vanishes the morning after the two make love for the first time, Forrest doesn't turn her into a villain. He waits for her, and when she returns, welcomes her back into his life along with their son, Forrest Gump Jr.
This is my very good friend, Mr. Gump. Here, can you say hi to him?
Hello, Mr. Gump.
Hello?
Jenny eventually succumbs to her illness, but Forrest's love for her lives on through their kid. Number 14. Joel Goodson and Lana. Risky Business. The man has good in his name.
I'm a nice guy, and I'd like to meet you tonight.
Joel Goodson is a straight-A high school student who does everything right, until it all goes wrong.
Just take those old records off the shelf.
Left home alone, Joel invites Lana, a sex worker, over to his house. Things quickly get out of hand when she steals his mom's pricey Steuben glass egg. And in his attempt to get it back, Joel gets involved with Lana's dangerous handler, Guido.
We go 340. I'll spot you the 3. You're good for it, right? Certainly.
One thing leads to another, and before you know it, there's a Porsche in a lake, the Goodson home has become a pleasure house, and at some point, the furniture gets stolen. Talk about a bad influence. Despite it all, Joel and Lana just can't get enough of each other. Number 13. Larry Moretto and Suzanne Stone Moretto. To Die For.
Susan's on her way now, and nothing is gonna stop her.
When an ordinary man marries a fame-hungry femme fatale, death and disaster are bound to follow. In To Die For, our good guy is just a guy, but compared to his wife Suzanne, you might as well call him a saint. Larry and Suzanne's marriage appears normal at first. However, when he starts undermining her career in favor of child-rearing, she sees red.
Sure would like to have a couple of them around the house. What do you think, Suze? Suze, what do you think?
I think if you wanted a babysitter, you should have married Mary Poppins.
The matter could have been solved with a divorce, but Suzanne opts for murder instead. What's worse, she gets 3 vulnerable teens to do her bidding. This woman really didn't know when to stop, and it ultimately brought her down.
Suzanne, did you get those kids to kill your husband?
I loved Larry Moretto with all my heart.
Number 12. Michael Carrington and Stephanie Zanoni. Grease 2. The first Grease film had the perfect good girl, bad boy romance between Sandy Olsen and Danny Zuko. In Grease 2, we get a trope reversal. Sandy's cousin, Michael Carrington, is our prim and proper male lead here, who vies for the heart of Stephanie Zanoni. She is the newly crowned queen of the Rydell High Bad Girls, aka the Pink Ladies. To become her perfect man, Michael gets a motorcycle and takes on the elusive persona of Cool Rider.
I'll be back.
While Stephanie is certainly intrigued, she also falls in love with his actual personality. Naturally, she is over the moon when she discovers that her Cool Rider and Michael are one and the same. These two are perfect together. Number 11. Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle. Batman Returns.
Who's the man behind the bed?
Maybe you can help me find the woman behind the cat.
Michael Keaton as Batman and Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman will always be one of the sexiest movie couples ever. In Tim Burton's Batman Returns, Batman and Catwoman are enemies, while Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle strike up a passionate romance. Catwoman is driven by a burning desire for revenge against her corrupt boss Max Schreck, who tried to end her life. In her deadly quest, she faces off against Batman. As Bruce and Selina discover each other's hidden identities, he tries to steer her away from the path of revenge. However, as we all know, a kitty does as she pleases.
No hard feelings, then?
Actually, semi-hard, I'd say.
Ultimately, both characters stand up to evil. Catwoman just doesn't mind giving the baddies a taste of their own medicine.
How about a kiss, Santa Claus?
Number 10. Bart Terre and Annie Laurie Starr, Gun Crazy.
The darling of London, England, Miss Annie Laurie Starr.
Also known as Deadly is the Female, this film follows Bart, who was a troublemaker as a kid, and pretty carnival worker Annie Laurie, who's the one who really gets them into trouble. After getting hitched, she not only warns him of her bad nature, but she also gives him an ultimatum. Either he joins her in her criminal ways or they're through.
One more job.
No.
One more job, a big one.
No, I'm afraid.
During multiple robberies, Annie asks Bart to shoot those who get in their way, but she's the one who ultimately ends up doing the dirty work. Though the fugitives do stick it out together for some time, it's Bart who does what he thinks is the right thing by film's end.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you! Laurie, don't!
I'll kill you!
Laurie!
Number 9. Pete Lund, Ole Swede Anderson, and Kitty Collins, The Killers. Femme fatales predate cinema by centuries, but the archetype is arguably most synonymous with film noir.
Keep out of this, Swede. She's his girl.
Mind your own business, Swede. I can take care of myself. You touch me and you won't live till morning.
Serving as the actor's debut, The Killers stars Burt Lancaster as the Swede, a former boxer lured into a life of crime and double-crossed by the enchanting Kitty Collins.
They're planning to double-cross you.
Who is?
Colfax and the others.
Glamorous but materialistic, Kitty sees men as pawns to be used and discarded without a hint of remorse. He's a somewhat nice guy with no real power of his own or much of a future, so the sultry trickster could not have asked for a better patsy than the disposable Swede. Number 8. Charles Driggs and Audrey Henkel, aka Lulu, Something Wild. Reeling from a broken marriage, a straight-laced banker acts out by indulging in some petty theft, a stunt that immediately piques the interest of one particular witness.
You're a closet rebel.
A born rebel, Audrey playfully confronts Charlie about the unpaid check before basically tricking the guy into a cross-country adventure. Slipping in and out of various personas, Audrey, or is it Lulu?
Is that your name this week? Lulu?
Inspires Charlie to partake in even more misdemeanors, although in all fairness, the banker is more than willing to go along for the ride. Something Wild's mismatched duo are hardly the greatest role models, and their adventure isn't exactly a smooth one, but Audrey and Charlie's romance is genuinely quite endearing.
You never said goodbye.
I never wanted to say goodbye.
Number 7. Indiana Jones and Dr. Elsa Schneider, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Leave me alone. I don't like fast women.
And I hate arrogant men.
That age-old tale. Boy falls in love with girl, girl turns out to be a Nazi. What, is that not a common trope? Man, we really gotta stop watching The Last Crusade so much. Learning that his father disappeared while searching for the Holy Grail, Indiana Jones teams up with Dr. Elsa Schneider to retrace Henry's steps and decipher the artifact's secrets.
I have something to show you. I left your father working in the library. He sent me to the map section to fetch an ancient plan of the city.
Following a handful of near-death experiences, Indy and Elsa seem poised to become more than merely colleagues, but this romance proves to be short-lived. In reality, Elsa has been using Indy and Henry to help the Nazi regime discover the Holy Grail.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Not cool, Elsa. Not cool. Number 6. Mike Swale and Bridget Gregory, The Last Seduction.
Well, I haven't finished charming you yet.
You haven't started.
Give me a chance.
Go find yourself a nice little cowgirl, make nice little cow babies, and leave me alone.
A throwback to the dames of classic film noir of the 40s, Linda Fiorentino is mesmerizing as the calculating and twisted Bridget Gregory. On the run from an abusive husband and looking to escape with a bag of cash, Bridget flees to a small town and starts a fling with Mike Swale, an upright man coming off a bad marriage. Before long, Mike falls in love with the alluring woman and plays right into Bridget's hands. Murder, a frame job, and a hint of blackmail.
You're talking about murder.
Yeah? So? Oh, I'm sorry. It's one of the commandments, right?
Bridget is willing to use any trick in the book to manipulate Mike into aiding in her escape.
Jesus Christ.
There's your f***ing evidence. And there are my f***ing fingerprints.
Number 5. Walter Neff and Phyllis Diedrichson, Double Indemnity.
Accident insurance?
Accident insurance? Sure, Mr. Dietrichson.
Insurance fraud is a deadly game. A quintessential film noir, Double Indemnity sees an insurance salesman roped into killing a client by the victim's money-starved wife.
There's a speed limit in this state, Mr. Neff. 45 miles an hour.
How fast was I going, officer?
I'd say around 90.
Despite originally opposing the offer, Walter Neff ultimately succumbs to Phyllis's charms, and the couple sets out to activate the Double Indemnity clause. Anyone willing to go along with murder can scarcely be described as good, but hey, love makes you do crazy things, and it's safe to say that Neff never would have gone down this road had he not met his femme fatale. Playing the salesman like a fiddle, Phyllis is as irresistible as she is dangerous.
Don't tell me it's because you've been in love with me all this time.
No, I never loved you, Walter, not you or anybody else. I'm rotten to the heart. I used you just as you said. That's all you ever meant to me.
Number 4. Detective Nick Curran and Catherine Trammell, Basic Instinct. With the leg cross seen round the world, Sharon Stone delivered one of the most sexually charged performances in mainstream Hollywood cinema.
You know I don't wear any underwear. Don't you, Nick?
Investigating the murder of a rock star, Nick Curran pinpoints the victim's girlfriend, Catherine Trammell, as the primary suspect.
Johnny liked to use his hands too much. I like hands and fingers.
After the initial interrogation hits a brick wall, Nick begins a sordid affair with Catherine, despite still believing the woman to be a killer. From bribing Nick's lieutenant to framing an ex-lover for murder, Catherine expertly utilizes her sexuality as a weapon, one capable of turning men and women into willing accomplices.
What about Roxy? Is she more fun?
Would you like her to join us sometime?
Number 3. Jeff Bailey and Kathy Moffat, Out of the Past.
My name is Jeff Markham, and I haven't talked to anybody who hasn't tried to sell me something for 10 days.
A former private eye who accepted the wrong case, Jeff Bailey simply wants to start over in a new town and with a new girl. Revealed via flashback, Jeff, then known as Jeff Markham, is hired to track down Kathy, a businessman's girlfriend said to have stolen $40,000. Enticed by the woman's babyface charm, Jeff accepts Kathy's pleas for help, a decision that leads the protagonist down a road filled with murder and regret.
Tell me, Kathy.
They made me sign it.
Sign what?
An affidavit.
Go on.
I couldn't help it, Jeff. They made me sign it. I swear I couldn't help it.
Wrapped around the deceitful dame's finger, Jeff finds himself ensnared by Kathy in a web of lies and sex, from which there is no safe escape.
They'll always be looking for us. They won't stop till we die.
I don't care. Just so they find us together.
Number 2. Caleb Smith and Ava, Ex Machina.
I'm pleased to meet you, Ava.
I'm pleased to meet you too.
Spoiler alert, after winning a company contest, Caleb is flown to his CEO's secluded home, where he's tasked with the job of determining whether Nathan's latest humanoid robot is capable of true intelligence.
Are you married?
No.
Is your status single?
Yes.
Over the course of a week, the programmer converses with the charming Ava, a seemingly harmless android who appears to reciprocate Caleb's romantic interest.
Question 5. Do you want to be with me?
Vowing to run away together, Caleb helps Ava escape Nathan's cage, only to be promptly betrayed and left to die by the robot. The results might have been disastrous for every human involved, but Nathan's test was certainly a triumph. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Philip Marlowe and Vivian Sternwood Rutledge, The Big Sleep.
And she tried to sit on my lap while I was standing up.
Infinitely quotable and wickedly funny, such an iconic film noir deserves a remarkable femme fatale to match, and Vivian Sternwood Rutledge is just that.
Oh, you're a mess, aren't you?
Hired to help resolve some gambling debt, Philip Marlowe is dragged into the Sternwood family's crooked dealings, particularly by the oldest daughter Vivian. Distracted by the girl's youthful innocence, Marlowe is duped into acting in Vivian's best interest and spends most of the film chasing shadows.
Come now, Angel. Stop shaking. I don't want to hurt you. I'm trying to help you.
Though deeply involved in the city's seedy underbelly, Vivian sticks out among other dangerous dames in that she's relatable and sympathetic. She's a great femme fatale, but as Marlowe learns, she's also so much more.
You've forgotten one thing. Me.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing you can't fix.
Are you a fan of the good boy, bad girl trope, or do you prefer good girls falling for bad boys? Tell us in the comments.